Hello guys and welcome to the next tutorial of the climbing tower. This is the second level and it's arguably still one of the easier ones. I think that this is probably the second easiest, but I can't say the same about the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that order. But yeah, I think this one's definitely one of the easier ones, and it's actually quite a nice little area. I like the aesthetic of it being like climbing around like a courtyard type of thing. You won't see that in most of the other ones. They kind of get claustrophobic. I like these big open ones. So, anyways, let's get right into it. All right, so right when you first enter here, you will notice there are a couple different ways to go. So you have this first section, which is really obvious right here. And then this other section, which kind of looks like it's just a climbing area that you could, maybe go to. But yeah, I'm gonna show you both. They're both decently easy. This one's a little more launchy type, and this one's just like if you get past that, it's easy. So, anyways, this one you could go one ring at a time, make your way up. I just kind of try to skip as much as I can. Oop, and that is why you don't do that. So let's try that again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, nope. I cheated. And I paid the price. Yeah. Oh. You can stand on here to take a break. You guys won't have as much stamina as I do if this is your first time doing this, unless you just use commands. This one's pretty easy here. You want both of your hands on the side going towards where you're launching. And yeah, you can see there. I grabbed that, launched to here. You'll probably want to stop here and gain some stamina. And then you just, same thing there. Get around this corner and you're good to go. Just like that. Now I'm going to show you that way. Alright, so we just did that little pathway all the way over there. You can see that one ends right there, and I had a few launches I had to make for this one. You can definitely skip those launches if you do this, but you have a launch there, and then there's actually an easier way to get across that than launching. But yeah, that one's not too bad. There's also a spot underneath if you wanted to chill out under there. So we're gonna grab here and oh, not high enough. Yeah, get up here. You could also just use that one there. Yeah, grab this. Went a little too far that way. Yeah, and I'm just kind of flying through it. But you actually want to stand on there, so pull yourself over top of it. So we just launched up there and across. And then once you get here, you just put yourself on top of here. I think you can also do it from that block. But I just run and grab for either this or that one. Now what I mean by I think you can do that other block. Yeah. I think if you're standing on this one, yeah, you can reach it. So either way, even if you can't reach that, you can usually catch this one. So those are our two ways, right? So our long but simpler and our short but more complex. No, it's pretty simple too. It's just, figuring out you can do that. There's actually a third way, guys. So you guys see this way and that way. But what you don't see is over here, we've got these little spikes. And if you do this just right, you have to grab the side facing where you're going, right? So we're grabbing the front. Yeah. Oh, I got caught on it. Do over. This one's a little more complicated. In fact, I've got my ceiling turn around so that I'm not on my ceiling. Okay, so we're going to grab the front. I don't want to hit my ceiling, so I'm going to turn again. You gotta really launch yourself on this one. Yeah. Oh. It takes a little bit more practice. This is definitely the hardest one, but the fastest one. Oh, there we go. And look at that. So if you're a speedrunner, for example, you'd probably take that way because, I mean, you could probably find a fast way up that, but you just run through here. If you're really good at this. Ooh, and I got caught on it. You guys saw I was grabbing the sides of it there. Hey, yeah. Oop, I got caught on it again. Weird. You kind of have to get used to it. I don't know why, but sometimes you get caught on it, sometimes you don't. Make a little heart with your hands. See that little heart? Yeah, make that with your hands. I'm still getting caught on it. I mean, I just did it, so you guys saw that you can do it. I guess you can throw it off to your side. That's an easier way. But, I mean, if you're a speedrunner, you're probably just going to go, okay, well, I just want to yoink. Actually, I wonder if you could get up there. Yep. Okay, if you're a speedrunner, you'd probably do it that way. Alright. So yeah, that is a way to get up. If you're, I don't know, you fall down and you're coming back. Those other ones I haven't been able to get up, so I'd say this is probably the only useful one. Launch across, get on top, and then we come up here. Alright, so that was pretty quick, but that's just a basic staircase up. Then we got this rock wall here. We're just going to climb up the side. And right here is our big launch, number 1. So this one, I get caught on this. I hit my body on it all the time. I think the trick is to let go after you pass by, because you can see my body seems to think that it doesn't exist while I'm holding it, but once I let go, I stand up. So you want to grab it, and when you launch yourself, once your hands are behind you, you let go. Sometimes you can catch that. So you see that launch? I think you might be able to just climb to the top and run off the end, but you're kind of guessing there. Let's try it, actually. Curiosity wins today. Oh, God. Oh, good thing it didn't restart me. Alright, yeah, let's just see if I can make this even easier for us. Stand up here and run off. Yeah, you could do that. So that is an option. You might end up slipping off, but it works. Alright, so the next part, you're gonna, don't worry about that side, you're gonna come over here. And that side is if you fall from up there, because there's another launch up there, you'll just get across again. But we are going to go to here. I'm curious what's around here. Nothing. Okay. Just checking. You might, if you're really good, be able to go across these spikes, but that is not the normal way. The normal way is, oop, so you see how it caught my body on that spike there? It's because I have to let go after. Normally you come up the chain here. Again, speedrunners would probably go that way if they're really good with those. Launch up those spikes to get up here, or at least launch up the spikes to get to the chain, because the chain does go over here. I don't know. You guys that are speedrunning will have to experiment with that. That was a crazy glitch. Alright, so another launch here. This one, you used to be able to run with your hands out and grab it, but then they moved it back. So now you have to launch yourself. And this one's pretty difficult if you don't know how to launch, so you'll definitely learn your launching here. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So you can see that's actually pretty long distance. And then once you do that, you got to climb up this. I think there's a way. Yeah, if you're a speedrunner, you could probably make it to that block there. But we're not doing that. We are just going to do the regular way. Then from here, you can reach this block here. You climb up here. And then you don't really worry about having to climb this stuff. You can, but You can also just drop yourself and you won't get reset because it's not far enough. And then out here you kind of look lost, right? So you'll see stuff up there on the outside and all that. Man, that's a long ways down. Don't look down if you can help it. But you'll come over to this side, and this is that block I think that you might be able to get to from there. But you'll go up here, go up this chain here. Yeah, I think you could probably launch over to there, huh? And up here, you'll probably want to take a break there if you can. Sometimes you'll have to crouch if you're too tall, so just be wary of that. I like to try and get all the way up. And then once you're up here, I think the correct way is to go out to the side there. What I found is easier is you grab this, right? And this is going to be really freaky your first time, I'm sure. Hanging over absolutely nothing. This is your first really high spot outside. And you're just going to kind of get over to this chain and drop down the chain. When you're dropping down, you can just hold your hands in the same exact spot and let go and re-grab. Now you could go on the chain out there, but for simplicity, guys, I suggest just dropping. You see, you don't get reset and you end up skipping having to climb down all that. You could climb down all that if you wanted. And then from here, normally you'd either take that chain through the side if you're going for speed, probably, or there's a way outside, but I'm just going to kind of do that. That's the easiest way to go. So again, there is a way over here, but you hang over a cliff and you have a chance of falling down, and then you have to start back from there. But you're from up there, you kind of come down, so it's pretty easy. And then that goes that way, but we're actually just going to come this way. And over here, that block is in case you land there. If you land anywhere else, you're kind of doomed on that, but that's pretty easy. You just want to kind of make your way up this wall here. All kinds of blocks and chain links and stuff. And then you'll come up here. Get on top of this block. You're just going to run for that block. You could get on top of that one and run for the edge there, but I always come to this one and run for this block. Because at full sprint, there should be no problem with making that. You can see where that chain ends, so if you don't want to climb up that wall, you can just take the chain around. But we're just going to run for it. And I guess you could climb onto there and launch yourself if you wanted to, but we don't need to take the hard way. Same thing here, we'll just fall down there and then down to here. And like that, we've made it through most of it. So you can see right here, you can fall down there and then, fall down there and then climb up that wall, or you can take the chain there. And then that's basically just that wall. I think there is an outer way, but why take that when you can just take that wall? Run across, land here. Not too hard so far, right? So now we have to get up through here, and you might think, oh, we're just going to go on the inside. Oh boy, I wish. My ceiling's right there. I need to be careful. Okay, so we're just going to kind of make our way up to this. The thing is, once you're here, I mean, I guess you could hop to there, but I just kind of run across that. And then I grab this, get up here. And then you might be like, where do I go? Well, you'll come back this way, you'll run and catch. And then you have to jump up here and stand on this, regain your stamina again. Do that as much as you can, so spots like there, just make sure your stamina's full. And then you'll continue again. Right here, we could just take our time going to each one, but we're just gonna hop through. You won't just jump from there to there unless you're like amazing at this. Not saying it's not possible, but I myself cannot do that. So if you can, good for you. But for the rest of us, we're gonna come out here on this very small edge, and then there's two ways for us to go. So there's this way right here, which goes over me, you catch that block, climb up, and you go in there. And then the other way goes around the outside here. There's that chain link there, and you would launch for that chain link. But we're going to go this way because that launch will send you all the way down if you fail it. So let's go ahead and go this way. Make sure that when you do this, you do it prepared with full stamina. Got a lot of stamina, so I'm just taking my time, but I'm just going to launch myself there. And this is probably the freakiest one, right? So we're going to go from here on the outside to that block there. Actually, we could just come down here. Remember, if you don't have a lot of stamina, I don't suggest doing that. I always jumped here because I totally forgot that was actually there. Uh-oh. I forget the controllers lose tracking when they're too far. Okay. And then the first spot you can stand is like right here. Yeah. So regain your stamina. See, even I lost quite a bit. So you guys would have run out of stamina there. So definitely do that quicker, but I'm doing this slow to show you guys. So then you'll grab this here. You could stand there. I'm not going to. I'm just going to grab the next block and the next one. And then I suggest standing here because this is a good spot. You can also climb up to this one and stand here. And we're almost done. This is the last portion. Once you're here, you just do a running grab. And voila. We are at the second pedestal. Alright guys, so just so I can show you guys the whole second area, we're going to go through this again. So it's going to be the same way up until this last tower here. But what we are going to do is we're going to try to take that chain link area, right? So we're going to go up this way normally, just like this. What will suck is if I fail this, it's going to send me way back. Why is that block there? Curious. I'm going to check that out in a minute. So you'll go across here. Then you're going to grab this. And then I don't think you can reach that chain yet, can you? No, it's just, well, that one's just above us. Actually, you might be able to get to this one right here. Let's see if I can do this without falling. I can! So instead of going that way, you could take this chain up. I mean, the inside route, we basically were about there anyways, but that's fine. Right? So we're up here. And I can stand on that one. Cool. Man, that's a long ways down. So yeah, we have to make it to that link. We have to launch though, which means I need to step down a block and grab this one. And you want to get yourself with your hands on this pretty well on the corner here. And we're just going to see if we can launch there. Alright, so yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. And if you can do that. Oh, no! Alright guys, so you saw I actually did launch to that loop, which is the hardest part of that. And you, technically if you do fall, you can catch that chain, so you do have a chance of redoing it. But the reason that's so much faster is, remember how we had to go inside and do all that stuff? This one, you'd skip on outside, get up there. If you can launch to that loop, you saw I launched perfectly fine to that chain. I just missed grabbing it. So just make sure you grab it. And then all you do is you climb to the end. So you don't have to do all the inside stuff. But again, if you fall, if you miss catching that chain and you fall all the way down, yeah, that's a long ways. And The good thing about this is, say you're at the very end and you fall, you have a chance to grab that or the block there. It's not likely. You probably won't grab it. Even if you do, you might slip. But you have a chance, right? But yeah, especially if you're speeding through this. I haven't watched too many speed runs recently, so I don't remember the fastest way to do it without glitching through walls. But I think that would probably be a faster way if you're good at it, right? You go in, climb up that real quick, go outside, climb up that, and then you launch, hop over there, climb up that, boom, done, right? So that one's not too hard. I just failed it because I'm good at failing easy stuff. Alright. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you guys understood that. And it, I don't know, maybe it'll help you guys get through something you were stuck on or something. Oh, imagine, just, it's right there. But yeah, that's basically it. Why are these ones different? Wait a minute. They filled this in with bricks. Do they have a plan for this? Hello? Does this go through? It does go through. Maybe they're going to put something here. That would be cool. I forget what that area looks like, but that would be pretty cool, huh? Just like a doorway going into somewhere. And I think the art that they had an archway there, didn't it? Like that's the arch that they were jumping across. Or was it this one? I think it was the arch, right? Then there was like the tree and stuff. It's like this perspective, I think. You guys might not know what I'm talking about, but there was like an art that was teasing the release of the climbing tower update. And yeah, there's filled in blocks there. I wonder if that means that they're going to add something. It also goes here, so I wonder if it's going to be something that you can get in and out of if you have the climbing, because I don't know if you guys realize this. In fact, let's just go up this way, huh? Oops, I missed completely. But if we go right here... Oops, I failed that one. Do over. Yeah. Alright, so if we come out here, you can see that this is like... Yeah, it's a different brick than the rest of them. Man, they really did patch that. But yeah, it's a different type of brick. So I wonder if they're going to add an entrance in that you can get in as like a normal person. Obviously, you'd have to have climbing because the only way to get up here is climbing. But wouldn't that be pretty cool, huh? You can get in there and then it goes out the other side. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's tutorial. Second area complete. You'll have extra stamina, and I suggest at least getting the first 3 areas. I think most people can do them. Everyone should be able to do the first 2 areas, right? Even if you struggle at this one at first. It's honestly, it's such a nice area that messing up a few times is not too bad here. The third area, that one can be a struggle sometimes, which we will talk about in the next episode. But again, let me know. Do you want to see the third area, or do you want me to start doing the tutorials for the, what are they called? The bandit climbing areas, I guess? I don't know. The loot places out in the world. Let me know what you think. Which one should we do? Trial versus challenge. That's what they are. Climbing challenge or climbing trial. I'm going to make them both either way, but let me know which one you want to see next. So, yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye-bye. You guys want to know another liquid squid tip? Certified tip? I certify it. If you're afraid of heights, there's nothing like, first grabbing a seat, because this can be freaky sometimes, especially when you're new to it. So grab a seat, right? Especially if you're afraid of heights. And then to get over your heights, Hold the joystick forward. Oh man. Or just do it over here. Just cause why not? Middle of the tower? Yee! There's no limit to the places you can launch yourself. Oh, that wasn't as bad. Yeah! Oh no! And after a while... No, standing on the edge still freaks me out. But the window... in the wall...